All right, this is going to be another Stones lesson, Rolling Stones. This is going to be Tumbling Dice. This one is also in open G, so you need to detune your big E down to a D and your A down to a G and your little E down to a D as well. Then we got a capo on the 4th fret, so make sure you get tuned up. This will sound a lot better. You always got to tune up a bit when you use your capo. Okay, so we got this first little riff. Okay, so we have the 2 on the 3rd string and the 1 on the 2nd string with the open. And we're sliding into the 4 and the 3 here, and then back, and then to the opens. Now here we have the 2 on the D with the G string to the open on both, and then we've got the 2 on the A string sliding up to the 4 and back, and it goes open there. So we got. Here we get into a little rock and roll honky tonk thing where we got the A string, the D, and the G. So 5th, 4th, and 3rd strings. We're going to bring in the 2nd fret on that D string. So that's our basic rock and roll kind of honky tonk vibe on that. So once again, we got that little intro fill. Okay, so that was 4 times through that. So that's going to be the length of the verse also. So let's figure the verse starts here. 3, 4. Okay, so that cool fill is up here on the 11th fret. We'd call it the 7th fret because of our capo, but it's actually, you could look at it as the 11th. Now we've got this A, D, G, and B strings, and we're bringing in this 13th fret of the D string and 12th fret of the B string to the opens, and we're trying to not really hit the bottom one or the top one. We're trying to hit those 4 particular strings. Now here we have the same type of shape. We have the 2 on the D and the 1 on the B, kind of pulling that one off. So. Again. Now we're going to come 2 frets below that one, so that's actually your 9th fret, but it looks like kind of 5th with the capo. So, and they kind of mix it up each time, but it just brings in that other same chord shape and comes back up to the other chord shape. So we got. Next verse. Got those 4 times. So I kind of do that different each time, so you can kind of feel it out and do what you want there. That's what they did. They never really do things exactly the same, you know. So we got next verse. Now we're kind of trying to, if you hit that B, it's no big deal, but we're kind of trying to avoid that. See, that's a little bit more rock and roll if I don't hit that note. Back to the high part. Okay, now this time we have. So we got like a, we're going to hammer into this 2 on the G string with the 1 on the 2nd string. And then we got that 2 and open on the D and G to the opens there. We got that 2, 4, 2 open a couple times. And they can do a little hammer on to the G kind of note. So when we get into this fill after that 3rd verse and change, we got. We got the groove. Only 2 times there, and then the next verse starts. So here goes the next verse. You got your 4 times. High riff. Next verse. got that fill. So 2 times on that one we got. And you can kind of have that open and 1 on that chord. Now we have the groove 6 times. This is a solo, so it's like second one, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and then we got the high chord. So when you do that solo bit, it goes to the chord thing, not that little fill thing. So this last verse is going to have the fills after this verse and change. We're going to have those fills like all the way out. So we got last verse. High part. Fill. So some of these fills have the quick one, and some of them kind of wait. These first 3 at the end of the song, they wait, so they're like a later type thing. See how I don't slide into that note? I wait until like that new beat. So we got 3 of these. And then the drums come in and we start hitting the quicker thing. And then we can get into this double string thing. So that's the A string and the G string doing the 2-4-2 kind of slide back and forth. So it fades out doing that. So let's take a look at everything real quick. So we got the intro. We got our groove. So we got 4 of those, and we got the first verse. Then we got that high thing. Once again, that's on the 11th fret, and it's all those 11s, 5th string, 4th, 3rd, and 2nd. And we're going into that typical Stonesy, Keith Richards type of shape. Opens, and then same shape down here. Like I say, we're going basically for the 4 middle strings. If you hit that little bottom one, it doesn't really matter too much, but. And then we come to this 2 frets lower than that. So that's basically those main parts, the verse and the change type thing. Then we got our fills. We got. So the first one goes right back into the groove. The second one goes twice. And then at the end of the song, we got the one that kind of waits. Then we switch it. And you can go double notes. Okay, so that was Tumbling Dice by the Stones and Open G. Hope you enjoyed that. There will be a tab and everything for this. And check out Start Me Up if you want to do another one. I just did that the day before this. So actually the same day, but you know what I'm saying? Splitting them up. So anyway, check out Start Me Up as well, and we'll see you soon. Thanks a lot. Thanks for watching.